Welcome back. I'm Stephanie Ruhle. We just told you about President Biden getting to work on coronavirus today, but this morning he is also bringing us back to the world stage. In a few hours, President Biden will hold his first call with a foreign leader, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. This comes after the world embraced his inauguration as a return to normalcy and a sign that the U.S. democracy is still intact just weeks after we saw an insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. And Biden is already taking actions that impact a lot of other countries, like stopping our withdrawal from the World Health Organization, rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement, and canceling the Keystone Pipeline, which has Canadians not too happy. I want to bring in Eurasia Group founder and president Ian Bremmer. I want to start right there, Ian. Canada isn't happy about losing the Keystone Pipeline, so what you would normally think would be a very positive, friendly call between Justin Trudeau and President Biden, is it going to be something else?
Actually, no. Canada's really divided too on these issues. I mean, I got to tell you, the premier of the government of Alberta certainly doesn't want to talk with Biden right now. And in fact, I mean, they put a $1.5 billion equity investment into this Keystone Pipeline. I think you're going to see legal action against the U.S. From the government of Alberta. But there are other pipeline projects that are going forward reasonably well. Trudeau is certainly seen as one of the greener leaders of government around the world, and he wants to burnish that. He's also just generally much happier with Biden's approach to multilateralism, common values, common standards among democracies than Trump was. So on balance, this is going to be a very welcome and a very positive conversation.
Well, you know who might not like Biden's approach? Vladimir Putin. This administration plans to approach Russia about renewing talks to start the nuclear treaty. But Biden also ordered an assessment of those major SolarWinds hacks, which Russia did. What do you think is going to happen between our two countries? He already on the campaign trail told Russia, we ain't messing around.
It's true. And there's no question that on an individual level, Trump's relationship with Putin was strange and hard to square. But the actual Trump administration, Stephanie, as you know, it's not like we actually had a reset. The sanctions continue, the support for anti-tank Javelin missiles for the Ukrainian government, which Biden will maintain, that happened. That's going to continue. This is the worst relationship the U.S. and Russia has had since the wall has fallen in 1989. That's going to continue. In terms of the SolarWinds hacks, let's keep in mind it's embarrassing for the United States. They were inside all of these U.S. systems, private and public sector, for almost a year. But we have also some of the most compelling offensive cyber capacity in the world. And we engage in espionage against the Russians as good as they engage against us. And it's important to understand that. So even when the Biden administration formal response probably doesn't look that strong, I mean, we condemn it and there'll be some additional sanctions. But there'll be many people saying, how come we're not doing more? The answer is we're doing an awful lot more, but we don't publicize that fact.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.